Hey everyone, Skull902 back here for another part of Donkey Kong Country 3. This is part 6, and here today we're going to be going through Razor Ridge. It's a bit of a longer world in terms of gameplay, not by much. This is only 5 minutes longer than some of the previous parts, but, starting to get into, the last little bit of the game here. Unlike the other two DKC playthroughs, we're not going to be beating the game in this part. There's a whole nother world after this in the normal game, so, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff, I'm sure. This is, I completely forgot to mention Quox the last time he showed up. Well, this is his second and last level, so here, we saw Quox before in DKC2, but his role was very limited, only one level, and his entire function was to just fly downward. And here, his control is a little more like his, I'm gonna presume cousin? Palette swap? I'm not entirely sure, but his control is a little more like Squawk's, where you have control of his flight. He can go up and down and whatnot. But Quox's thing here is about being able to pick up barrels and dispose of enemies like that. This level here is very tied to Quox's gimmick, it's a bit of a long one too. I remember this taking many tries and whatnot in my first playthrough, and every time that I died, it just set me back. It wasn't so bad after the checkpoint though, but I could be misremembering. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's Quox in this game, and that's his gimmick, as it were. So yeah, I'll be speaking a little bit more about birds later, but again, I want to go on to that forgotten characters shtick that I've been doing lately. This time, I want to give special mention to the Kongs that save your progress for you in these games. Oh yes. And we're going to start off with Wrinkly Kong because, I'm using the Super Mario Wiki as a resource for the information that I'm using for the most part. And you might be saying, oh, well, why don't you use Donkey Kong Wiki? It's just, well, Super Mario Wiki is just like a really fucking good resource. And, because of how closely related the Mario and Donkey Kong series are, they thought it appropriate, and I think it appropriate, to, also be a good resource for Donkey Kong information. So, if you have a problem with the selection, I'm sorry. But, anyway. Wrinkly, personality-wise is a sweet, kind old lady. I guess she, has a thing for teaching, having run the Kong College in DKC2, despite the fact that many of the things in like the signage and whatnot in Kong College were very factually incorrect. But she gave it an effort. Saved your game, gave you tips and whatnot. And of course she runs the save cave in this game, takes care of the banana birds when you collect them. So, Wrinkly is a very kind old woman. Basically like the polar opposite of her husband Cranky, who I had previously described in the last part as a ratchety old bastard. So, not much to say on the personality side of things, or even the development. I think, the reason why she's even there is because either people complained about Candy's design in the first game, or there's also a story about, Rare not wanting Donkey and Candy's relationship to get in the way of Diddy and Dixie's relationship in the second game, so it could be a case of either, to be perfectly honest. I'm not entirely sure. But not much to say on the development side or the personality side, but you know, there is some lore to go around because you know, in this game here, this is the last time that we're gonna see her alive in canon, because you know, when they come back. You know, this lovely series and all of its characters. Well, maybe not all of them, but whatever. When the DKC series came back, or Donkey Kong series, whatever, on the N64 with DK64, Crinkly, that's the couple name. Wrinkly was revealed to have died in between games. She does come back as a ghost to try and give off some helpful tips and whatnot, as far as I know. And I haven't played DK64, and for those wondering, no, I'm not interested. I'm not fucking playing that game casually or for an LP. But yeah, like, she's a ghost in pretty much all of her reappearances, unless if they were remakes of the second or third DKC games. So that's rather sad. And you know, what else? Like, I mentioned how there's inconsistencies with you know, whether Donkey Kong is Cranky's son and whatnot. One of them is in DK64. Like, in the first DKC game, he refers to Donkey Kong as his grandson, but he calls DK son in 64, which one of the people involved in the project attributed to Cranky just growing senile between games, which, what the fuck, Rare? Like, what is with all this senior-related depression in these fucking games? Or in DK64 specifically, I guess. You know, we have Wrinkly's dead, and Cranky is growing senile. That's nice. That's real nice. Rare hates old people, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. But yeah, that's Wrinkly Kong. Again, nice old lady. Saves your game in DKC 2 and 3. I like her. A character I'm not too terribly fond of, though, is Candy Kong. Candy Kong saves your game in the first Donkey Kong Country, and then was cut from 2 and 3. She does make a comeback in the GBA remakes of DKC 2 and 3 for other purposes, but, you know. Like, again, her design was fucking terrible in the first game, and they reused it for whatever reason in the GBA remakes of DKC 2 and 3, as well as the first, obviously. But, you know, she ran the save point, but I guess she had better things to do in the second and third game, but she does come back in DK64 with a improved design. I won't quite say that it's good, but, you know, it's improved. They did make it good later on. I think that Candy's modern design is actually, you know, like, fairly good. But she's just like a laid-back kind of character. She's described as easygoing. She's a bit flirtatious, and loves her music. Loves her music. This is the dark level I was talking about, by the way. No exclusive animal buddy for this one. You gotta poke these here fish as on guard in order to light the place up temporarily. I remember Clement having a problem with this level in his playthrough, but honestly, I've never really had too much trouble with this one. Floodlight fish is alright. But yeah, Candy loves her music, easygoing, flirtatious. But in the DK cartoon, she is just a massive fucking mega bitch. She's Donkey Kong's girlfriend, canonically speaking, in the game and the cartoon. But like in the cartoon, any little thing can upset her and like threaten to break everything off with Donkey Kong and whatnot. I don't know what DK sees in her, to be perfectly honest. But like she just has this piss poor attitude, which contributes to her being one of my least favorite characters in the Donkey Kong franchise. So, why not describe an episode of the cartoon that can be considered something of a focus on Candy? You know, because I figure that you know, I did it for everyone else. I should do it for Candy as well. So yeah. The episode that I'm going to describe here is Raiders of the Lost Banana. It starts off with K. Rool in his hideout, and there's that like fucking play to both sides bastard, you know, backstabbing motherfucker, Paulie Roger. And K. Rool's like, okay, I hired you, you're gonna get the crystal coconut for me. So, Paulie Roger's like, okay, I'll do that. Clump has a problem, but, you know, K. Rool never cared about Clump's feelings. You heard me describe the dismissal of Clump's beautiful dance in that one episode. So, he just says, you know, Clump, give him ground support. So then, in Cranky's place, Cranky is terribly unorganized, because in one vase, there's like, or I shouldn't say vase, but I'm forgetting the proper term for it right now. But like he's got these two jars, and one of them has like horrific corrosive acid in it, and the other has herbal tea. So he calls upon the crystal coconut to tell him which one is which, because he didn't label them or anything, or put them in like different shaped containers. And you know, after he gets his drink, he notices that Paulie Roger has made off with the crystal coconut. So he gets Donkey and Diddy to go after Paulie Roger. You know, and at first they go through the jungle, which isn't the forest as I described it in the previous part. What the fuck is wrong with me? But they go through the jungle. Paulie Roger evades them by using some George of the Jungle tactics. That is to say, making Donkey slam into a tree. And he goes off into the temple of Inka Dinka Doo, who, again, I'm such a fucking idiot for using like the wrong terminologies here. Inka Dinka Doo isn't a god, he's an idol. But he goes into the temple. Donkey and Diddy give chase after him. And eventually it leads to like a Scooby-Doo hallway sequence that doesn't last for long before Donkey and Diddy just beat the shit out of the bird and take the crystal coconut back. But after that happens, they run into a bunch of traps in the temple after one of them steps on like a button in the floor. That old trope. And they're eventually led down into the room where Inka Dinka Doo resides. Like Donkey specifically, he sees this golden banana on a pedestal or whatever, and he takes it. Inka Dinka Doo is pissed off, but that scares them, and instead of putting the banana back, they just make a break for it. Eventually, they go back to Cranky's, and Cranky's like, you woke up Inka Dinka Doo? What the fuck is wrong with you? And then he notices the banana, this golden banana in DK's hand, and he's like, oh god. Oh fuck. Turns out the banana is cursed and brings bad luck to whoever's holding onto it. Donkey Kong originally grabbed it as a anniversary gift for Candy, because like he can't dance worth a shit, so he needed something else to give her for their anniversary. So, Cranky's like, listen, you gotta bring that banana back. And while they're on the way to do that, fucking Donkey Kong, he sees Candy, and immediately, when she's like, did you get that banana for me, for our anniversary? Oh, my sweet little monkey stud muffin, or whatever. He gives it to her. And Diddy is like, what the fuck, dude? You had one job. Basically, and I have no idea how I killed that fish. I guess the poke works both ways. But, you know, oops, now they're fucked. Meanwhile, K. Rool fires Polly, Roger, and Clump for failing the mission from before. And Candy brings the golden banana to the Barrel Works, where it causes a bunch of barrels to, you know, go after her and Bluster, where they both escape to Bluster's copter. Bluster apparently stomping on Candy's head along the way. Bluster agrees to give Candy a ride home. And they fly in the copter only to crash into Cranky's home. Cranky isn't too pleased about this, and then realizes, oh shit, Candy has the fucking banana that I told DK and Diddy to, you know, get back to the temple. So he tries explaining to Candy, like, you know, this fucking banana, it's cursed. And whatnot. I feel like a fucking idiot for not knowing how to get that bonus barrel. But that's aside from the point. You know, he tries convincing Candy the banana's cursed. She's not buying any of it, and even tells DK and Diddy when they show up. Can you believe that, Cranky? He's trying to tell me the banana's cursed. And again, they try to convince her as well, but it's just not working. And again, this fucking materialistic bitch. She's like, I'm not giving up this banana unless you want to break up, Donkey Kong. Which, you know, very nice of her. Again, I do not see at all what Donkey Kong does in her. For fuck's sake. So, like, she storms off, and while all of this has gone on, Clump has spied on them to, you know, get the information about the banana to win over K. Rool, which he eventually does. Candy storms off, like I said, and then she gets captured by Clump in the jungle. So, while that's going on, Diddy and DK are trying to think of ways to get the banana off of Candy. And then DK's like, I'm hungry, and opens the fridge only to find that son of a bitch, Polly Roger, just fucking stealing his food. Polly convinces them to work together after he gives them the information that Candy has been taken captive. Where, in K. Rool's lair, this fucking idiot, I cannot stress just how much of a fucking bitch that Candy acts like in this show. I probably sound like a broken record by now, but it's the goddamn truth. K. Rool tries to give her a favorable deal for this banana, which he believes to be like a powerful artifact, on par with the crystal coconut. And she refuses, and then is surprised when K. Rool's like, oh, okay, just throw her in the dungeon. So she calls out for Donkey Kong to help her. And he eventually comes along to save the day. Clump tries calling in the critters to fight Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong is unopposed. They're all too afraid to face him. So, having won the day, Donkey and Candy sing the meme song of legend from that show, I'll shower you with coconut cream pies. So, that's fun. This fucking power love 90s ballad, I love it. Where they proclaim that their love is stronger than a golden banana, which is absolutely not the case. If that were, then Candy wouldn't be threatening to break up with him all the time over stupid fucking shit. She slips on a banana peel and tells him that it's over in another episode, which Donkey pointed out in his video on the series. Like, again, you know what? I'm just not gonna say it again. You guys get the point. So they sing the song, which leaves K. Rool and Clump in absolute tears. They're shippers, they support it. And Donkey and Candy make it out safe. Now, there is some unfinished business, of course. DK and Diddy return the golden banana to its rightful place. And Inka Dinka Doo is pleased to see the news. But then in comes fucking bastard Polly Roger. He's taking the banana, all for his own. And Inka Dinka Doo is furious at this development. He just got his fucking golden banana back, and now it's gone. So when DK and Diddy get back to Cranky's place to consult him about it, and Candy's there too. They're just basically like, okay, are we fucked? So Cranky's like, oh man. He looks in the Encyclopedia Bananica to find the answer, and it turns out no, they are not fucked. But K. Rool definitely is. Apparently, taking the banana is bad in and of itself, but like if you have evil intentions with the banana, you're fucked. Like you are absolutely fucked. And after this is read, there's an explosion that's heard. Polly Roger is given the banana to K. Rool, and he feels the ill effects of the curse, so that happens to him, and then the episode ends with this really creepy shot of Inka Dinka Doo with a big old smile on his face after this has happened, going like, Inka Dinka doomed, and then he does like this evil laugh. It's really weird. So yeah, that was the episode, and I hope that you enjoyed the summary and everything about it. Candy Kong's a fucking bitch. What can I say? Oh goodness! But now that we're at the tail end of this part here, this is Barbos' barrier, and Barbos is a huge fucking urchin. And you fight him as on guard. The first phase is he sends out smaller urchins. You gotta hit them while they're open. And then you can... I supercharge the attack. You don't necessarily have to. But I feel that it helps. First phase is that. Second phase is he sends out these like seashell missiles at you. And you have to time them correctly so that... they take down his like urchin shields, so that you can again hit him. Third phase here is all these spikes. Staying in this spot here is an absolute safe place every time, and after that it's just a case of hitting him in the right place with the right timing, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go. So yeah, Barbos isn't the worst boss in the world, but I don't like him. He's not good. It can be a pain in the ass sometimes, but beating him opens up this little bit here that allows us to go on into the final of the normal worlds, KAOS Core, which I'll be going into for the next part, the finale of DKC3. I'll see you there. I've been Skull902. Thank you for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.